Welcome to the Rad Dudecast. We've done something a little different today. Me and Greg are here. We've just completed the sound test, and Anthony is, in fact, in the bathroom. We think he's throwing up.
Yeah, I think he's throwing up.
So we thought, here's what we'll do. We'll start the podcast. We'll get in here. We'll tell you that we think Anthony's throwing up. Now, the reason he's throwing up is he says we've all been battling a cold. We had some zinc pills. Anthony said vitamins make him throw up. Here, he's come back. Let's see if he's thrown up. Anthony, welcome to episode 76 of the Rad Dudecast. Did you throw up?
I didn't throw up.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah. But vitamins do normally make me throw up.
They do?
One time, I had a vitamin. It made me throw up.
Oh, I never did a mic check on it.
At Mike's,
really.
Mike's wedding. No, maybe it was Mike's bachelor party. I don't know where. Maybe it was tacos. I'm not sure.
Something's gone very amiss what just happened.
I didn't do a real mic check on him yet. That's why. Just keep talking.
Anyway.
Just keep telling us your story, Anthony. Your
went
stupid story.
We went to, it's not much of a story. We went to
That's what I'm
Chili's, and I had some kind of chicken dish at Chili's. It was good.
Is your mic on?
What's that? Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
But then, anyway, we got back to the pool, and Tito was like, yeah, you want some vitamins? So I had a couple vitamins. I threw up within 20 minutes.
Well, here's the thing.
Why was Tito there if it was a bachelor party? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Taco's wedding. It was Taco's wedding, for sure. I'm sure of it.
Here's what I would say, is that I think one instance is maybe too few instances to claim that it was the vitamins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What'd you do to me? Now I can't hear.
Is that you?
Yeah, you just took me. That's not my thing. But I can't hear. Oh, there we go.
Oh, no wonder the mic check was working on Anthony. I was using the wrong one.
Oh, brother, what we need is labels.
That's a good idea.
But we change them every time. So
Yeah.
Just keep talking, Anthony.
I'm keep going, but Brandon's
well, what I'm saying is that it could be a coincidence. You know what I mean? You could have been. It could have been the Chili's.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
That's true.
Check.
Well, you know,
Yeah, that's all right.
that hasn't stopped me at Chili's.
There we go.
No. Anyway, let me kick us right into this.
I'm
okay,
there
let me
every
kick
night.
us. Let me kick us into overdrive.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get right in here.
Yeah.
I'm talking hard. I'm talking fast. I'm talking.
Yeah.
I'm talking hot.
Come in hard and fast.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna come in hard, fast, and hot.
Oh.
Hard, fast, hot, spicy.
Got a lot of dick Snapchats this week.
Hard, fast.
Did you
hot,
really?
Oh, yeah.
Spicy.
Oh man, I can't believe you're getting actual dick Snapchats.
Shit.
And
Okay.
Agile. I'm thinking of all the adjectives of how I'm going to come into this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Agile, fox-like, crazy.
I always like crazed as a term.
He's crazed. I tell you, crazed.
I think it's funny.
Look at his eyes.
Come in crazed.
So, of course, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 76 of the world famous Rad Dudecast.
Oh, we did. I don't like when you do those noises, Anthony. I gotta be honest with you.
Why would you say that to me?
Those ching ching noises.
Yeah.
Like, oh no no no. Whenever you do that voice,
yeah.
that
Some
voice
of those.
gets under my skin.
My name, of course, is Brendan Ayer. I'm here
can't believe
with
you do
the
that to me.
Well, that's not bad. I just
host.
No, that's cruel to do.
Why?
To say that.
So I think you do really good impressions, but you don't ever want to do the real good ones.
Oh, so, people like my voices. One guy complained that we didn't have that anymore.
Yeah, they do
Who?
like his voices.
Somebody did.
Somebody
I don't know.
did.
You
A
refer
while back.
first off, my mic. I can't get a sound check.
Dude,
on it.
That's
you
good,
sound wonderful.
'cause
Then
you were
Do I?
unbelievably cruel to me. To
Well, you
do
know
that
why?
right before I was going to do one of my voices.
You revert to the.
never do that
Oh,
to you.
what are you doing? The little baby voice.
cruel,
See, that's a good voice.
mean,
Great voice. Do what?
aggressive.
You pull things on me that would never be allowed if the tables were turned.
Well, yeah, because
I've
I'm
said this
I'm
before.
I'm a better friend.
No, that's not it at all. You're unnaturally cruel to me.
Well-
and if I ever did that to you, you would have a flip out.
Say
and
something
we'd have
cruel.
to have a real talk after.
Well,
we-
but that's
no,
the thing
that's not
is
true.
that that's what you bring. Part of what you bring to the table is that you do not seem to have the same level of sensitivity as me and Greg. You
Yeah.
seem to be able to
I
handle.
can't. I'm not allowed.
No, you're not allowed.
I would love
You're
to
not
have
allowed.
it.
No, it would be a
I'm not
failure.
allowed
Well,
to
that's
have
the
it.
that's the
Like a
algorithm.
50s
I don't
dad.
hear myself at all.
It's not allowed to
That's
cry.
the algorithm of this podcast. Is that
Algorithm.
if all
Whoa.
three of us were as sensitive as me and Greg
Yeah,
were, it would
I
just
know.
be a one long fight.
Say something. Let me tell you. I'm doing this to help you better at your impressions. This is like when Brendan's dad, like he told us before the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not like that. People like the noises. Oh, guy said
Gucci,
before.
Gucci. No one likes that. I don't
you
like it.
don't like it.
Exactly, and I'm 90% of the listeners.
I never say things I don't like about you.
No,
Well, that doesn't mean I don't like
listen,
you personally.
man,
I
Anthony's.
never say things about things
You
do
have
on
great
this podcast
impressions.
that I don't
Do Dr.
like.
Nick. Do Dr. Nick.
No, I'm not anymore.
Why? Dr. Nick is a great impression.
I'm sick. I can't do it.
You got to take Anthony up a little bit.
Part of my
Hello.
repertoire has been decimated.
I don't know which one Anthony is.
Doesn't matter. I feel nothing.
Everything is down.
I still will say that my stomach is still doesn't feel
Yeah,
great.
yeah. He's up.
Anthony, go ahead and talk.
I've been talking.
Oh, now you're up. Okay.
When did you get that eagle bird? That's new.
Eagle bird.
That guy right there next to Blue Man.
Oh, the Aflac duck. Grab him, Brendan.
Oh, that's a duck.
It's an Aflac duck. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a.
Bring him over here.
Some people would call it an eagle bird. Does he squeak?
Yeah. You gotta get him in the mic. Yeah, he's great.
Aflac.
I'm gonna use
That's
this.
that's
as,
a voice I do. Aflac.
Anyway,
Is that any good?
well, before we
I can't hear
continue,
myself.
I do need to pause for a second. I need to stop everything where it's at, and the podcast is actually sponsored this week.
That
So,
really?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna
We got a sponsor. So if you could be quiet for a
That's
second,
great.
everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the commercial. Moving on.
He does it 3 times.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty good
Check.
sponsor for us to get. They're a reputable company. They've been around for years.
Now, what's going on with you, Greg? Because I notice. I feel like you've been dialed in lately, and this week we're off. We're all over the place.
What do you mean?
I mean, this sound check. You seem to be flustered.
This thing. Who knows what's happening? I don't know. I think I gotta get new mics.
No, I think it's. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Anyway, let me bring us in.
We're in. We've been running.
I know, but we got to take
Hello.
care of the business. So this is, as I've said, episode 76 of the world famous Rad Dudecast podcast. My name is Brendan Ayer. I'm here with
Anthony, everyone knows.
Anthony DeVito and the man on the boards, the man
This is Greg. I'm doing a mic check. Mic check.
Greg
Mic check.
Stone. We're
I think it's
here.
good.
Of course, we're coming at you every week when possible. This is a listener-supported podcast. It really is. So do us a favor. You can follow us on Twitter at the Rad Dudecast. Most importantly, you can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. You can rate it, give us some stars. You can leave comments. All of that would be appreciated. If that's something you haven't done, please do that. And then, of course, Anthony's excusing himself. I think he may throw up this time. Of course, is he mad?
No, he's just about to throw up, I think.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got to tell him about that voice again more because he thinks that I was being mad about it, but I'm not being mad. I think that he can push his voices to the next level.
I think he could, too. Then, of course, we do have a new feature where you can interact with us. That's the Rad Dudecast After Dark Facebook group. Now, that group is a private group. The only reason it's private is because we don't want just anyone. If anyone can come in there, they can report stuff. You won't necessarily have the freedom. So it's not exactly private. It just means literally anyone who applies to get in will let in. But you got to apply to get in. So that's the Rad Dudecast After Dark on Facebook. It's fantastic. We actually had a question and answer session with our top fan, Urge. Of course, Urge Mira. He answered some great questions. It's fun in there. So get in there. You'll get a lot of the behind the scenes, all of that.
Urge Mira-san.
Urge Mira-san, the great Urge Mira-san. Now,
Urge Mira-san.
There's a lot happening in the world.
Is there?
Well, let me tell you this.
Tell me.
Do you guys know about Broadway?
The street?
No, my friend.
The spectacle.
Like
This.
on Broadway.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, but it was came in real loud.
That's Broadway musicals are very
it was great.
loud.
Now,
That's how they
I
are.
took in a Broadway musical, and these, they are on to something, Greg. I'm telling you, singing, dancing, the whole 9 yards. It's a wonderful spectacle.
Yeah,
if
it
you're
really
not
is.
going to a Broadway musical, then get your head out of your own ass because
Yeah.
these things are
It's a
fantastic.
show.
They showed a tit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Wow.
I saw Cabaret, and I will tell you, Alan Cumming is just one of the all-time greats. Who I
The
saw
showman.
when you guys used to have your Monday show at Niagara. I saw Alan Cumming sitting at the bar. With
Right.
remember that? With
Yeah.
another gentleman that looked exactly like Alan Cumming. Alan Cumming only will hang out with a guy that looks like Alan Cumming.
You gotta fuck yourself. If you're gonna be gay, you gotta
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's a day one.
Did anyone hear me?
Being
No.
gay.
Greg
Find a
is
gentleman,
Greg is taking himself
Find
out
a
of
lady.
Check.
Find someone who looks just like you,
Yeah.
and go to town on you.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
What's
you're
your
out,
middle
dog.
name?
Greg's out. Greg's out. So we're having microphone problems. Greg is out. He's all over the joint on this. He's going to be
What's
furious.
happening?
Greg is furious. Greg, here, as you're doing this, can you fill us in what you're doing?
I got to change wires. You guys make small talk.
Yeah, Greg's
did
got
I-
to change wires.
Did I ever tell you how when I never saw The Lion King,
Yeah.
and I went.
Sabinya!
Yeah, that's great. That's exactly what they do. You
We
nailed
figured it out.
So I went to go saw The Lion King. I had never seen it, never really knew what's going on. in
This
this
wire's
thing.
no good.
So I go to see The Lion King with my girlfriend in college. Yeah,
Haven't we seen a while?
it's exactly
No.
what's
Yeah.
happening to set the scene. You guys are doing great.
no.
So I'm sitting there with Adrian, and we're watching the thing. And the beginning, it's a great, unbelievable play. It was awesome. So the beginning happens. Mufasa comes out. Spoiler, I didn't know that he dies. He dies within the first
Who
5
dies?
minutes. I thought he was going to be the main guy. I was devastated.
Who dies?
I couldn't recover for the rest of the play. Mufasa. Yeah.
Mufasa. No T in that. It's
No?
just Mufasa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he dies immediately.
He dies immediately.
Oh,
I thought
you
he was
thought-
the main guy.
Oh, you thought
I,
Mufasa was the Lion
I thought
King.
he was the Lion King.
No.
I was just destroyed.
Well,
couldn't
technically-
recover for the rest of the
technically,
play.
he was the Lion King, but
Right.
not the one that's the play's named after, because then his son becomes the Lion
Right.
King.
Yeah,
right,
I would say
right.
90% of the movie doesn't even have a real king.
Ugh.
Scar. So it should be called the non-Lion King because it's not even about a Lion King because the guy dies,
Right.
and then it's about the Lion Prince.
Well, when you get
The Lion Prince is a good title as well. I don't know why they didn't go with that.
when stuff like that bothers you, when it gets you down, when you're in there and you're like, I thought Mufasa was the
Yeah.
king. You know what what you have to tell yourself.
What's that?
Hakuna Matata.
It
It's,
means no worries.
For the rest of your days. It's
A
a problem-free
Come on.
philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Matata.
Aku Matata. Aku Matata. Aku Matata.
Why does Anthony slightly change every word?
I don't know the song.
It's Hakuna Matata.
Going round
And-
the jungle with my friends. Hakuna Matata, eating the trees. Hakuna Matata, making small talk with the birds.
Don't do that voice. Don't do that
What?
baby voice.
People love it, Greg.
No, people don't love
they
it.
love it.
I love it.
Yeah. Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Akukamachu.
Now-
Akukamachu to you.
Don't do that hand. Put that hand
I'm
down.
doing a musical.
Now I saw.
Why you do this to me?
Because
So
everything,
rude.
everything else was so great.
How rude.
See, I like that's a great voice. That's
Stephanie Tanner.
Stephanie Tanner. Boom.
How rude.
How rude.
I saw Cabaret. Now let me tell you,
Cabaret.
this is Cabaret.
Cabaret.
This is
everyone's
This
a
is
cabaret.
This is it's as if you're at the combination of a live sex show, a movie, and a concert all in one. And I
Yeah.
said to myself, I'm sitting here and I said, how do people not know about this?
They
This
know
is
about it.
a phenomenal form of entertainment. They're singing, they're dancing, it's live. You're seeing it all
Yeah.
right there before your very eyes.
People
And-
love Broadway.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's the
It's
most so.
hugely popular.
They just did a
Wildly
movie based
popular.
on Broadway. Birdman.
Birdman.
Birdman. Do you see
Yeah,
it? You didn't see
yeah.
Birdman?
I did see. I saw Birdman.
He's putting on a play, and
Yeah.
Elton John's in it.
I saw Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Whiplash. Whiplash. Did you guys see Whiplash?
I did not. I want to.
I haven't seen
no
it yet.
spoilers.
I'm going to watch it tonight, actually.
It's
How are
good.
you gonna watch it?
It's
I
pretty
have
good.
it on my computer.
Get the wire so we can watch
Get
it.
your face.
He's got to get the wire so we can watch it on the big screen.
Fuck
he
you.
won't.
I've been sick.
Why don't you use the?
I'm sick, Cam, man. You got me sick.
yeah.
That's what this is
Yeah,
all
that who
about.
got who what?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got me all.
Who got?
Y'all me sick, man.
Who puts the chew in the chew chop chop? What's that song?
Weinberg. Who puts the Jew in the Jew?
No, that's you've racialized that song.
I didn't make it.
Racialized it.
John.
You see, they're coming out with multi.
All right, here's what I got to tell you. This vibrating is bringing my
Brandon
archangel
was
down.
just about to start talking.
I do.
Yeah.
No, he's right. I shake my leg. For those of you listening at home, I shake my leg hard. If you've ever met a man that appears to you as an anxious ball of energy, that's how you can imagine me. So I'm shaking my leg. I was knocking something off Greg's wall. I apologize.
Sorry.
But I do want to hear the story.
What's my volume? Yeah, no, my volume situation's good. Anyway, you hear this in the news. We got a little news brief.
Yeah.
Was this what you were going to talk about? Because I cut you off.
Yeah, this is what I was going to say.
Okay.
They're coming out with multicultural emojis. Okay,
Not just yellow anymore.
not just it's sort of pink or what's there now.
Oh,
Let
I
me
don't like
check.
this because that's just making it racist from the get-go.
Well, that's what I said. I said this is a very interesting news development in that it's one of the few things that pleases both people who appreciate diversity and racists.
Yeah.
Right? Because now, if you're a racist, you're saying to yourself, oh, this makes my life a lot easier. I don't have to type out Chinaman or whatever racist term I was going to use. I got a emoji, but it benefits both sides.
I don't understand.
May I?
Well, historically, there's only been white emojis.
No, they're
they're
all yellow.
yellow people.
No, they're not.
They're yellow, man. The emoji is yellow.
Let me take a look. Let me look in.
Yeah, the smiley face is known for being a yellow smiley face.
Yeah.
The smiley faces certainly are yellow. They're talking about the people, though.
They've always been white?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if you go into the little people,
Yeah.
the people are all white.
This is going to help
No,
out.
they're not. Look, they're all yellow.
Those are the smiley faces, but they're talking about the actual people. They have one Indian man, the rest of them. So these people are what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, I see these people.
This whole.
I don't have them. Maybe those are on the new
I
phones.
got a guy. I got a Sikh.
I don't have any of these.
Yeah,
guys.
there's one Sikh, and the
wow,
rest
they
are all
all
white. And so what they're going to do is come
In
in
the
with
world of
a
emojis.
bunch of
I got a black guy right here.
Where?
What is it?
No, that's the devil. He's red.
Oh. Yeah, it's hard because they're so small.
Yeah, but so they're doing that. But I think it is interesting because, of course, it's the right move, and of course, people of all races that are accepting can appreciate it. But I think also a racist is going to appreciate it because they're able to then easier make,
totally.
You know?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So I don't know.
Yeah, what I was thinking. Here's what I think. By saying that those are white, then that means the yellow ones you're saying are Asian, and that fair force is making that racist.
What do you think the racists are going to do with these? Just be like,
I don't know what their texting game is like. You know, I don't know if the leader of the Ku
like
Klux
you and
Klan
I.
or what. You think they're texting a lot?
yeah, why not?
What's wrong with a racist? Everyone wants to hate a racist. Like it's the star of David. No, the star of when you're a pariah. Yeah, racists are annoying.
What?
There's a red scare going on right now at racists.
Oh.
There's a red scare.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, everyone wants to jump to call someone a racist.
Well, yes. If you're not a racist, that is frustrating. I think people are being called racist who just
more
wanna
people are getting pulled into racist than are
disgusting.
racist.
But
A little racist is okay.
2 points you're bringing up here. One, yes, I think it's wrong to just assume someone's racist if they want to discuss race or anything like that.
Yes.
But if you are actually a racist, that's wrong. You're a detriment to society.
I think
don't
you're
want
ignorant.
anything to do. Yes.
And I think it's a problem.
Yes.
Sure, but I also think that you're allowed to have your own views. As long as you're not hurting other people, it's fine.
But it is hurting other people.
Is it?
Yes.
You're talking about the 1% of racists.
No, I'm talking about racism ingrained in society as a whole, which every little bit contributes to. Every little racist contributes to the racism that's found throughout our society. And if everyone didn't think like that, then there wouldn't be this institutionalized racism in our society.
See, I don't know about this institutionalization of racism.
Well, I think it's improving.
Yeah.
I think we're doing okay, but I just think we're the human race is we're behind. We're dealing with thousands of years of racism. We're trying to overcome that.
Maybe. But that being said, I think people want to call everyone a racist based on nothing.
Yeah, I mean, for instance, one thing that did irritate me was when we had the whole Donald
Trump.
No, what's the guy?
Sterling.
Donald Duck.
When we had the whole Donald Sterling issue. Right?
Yeah.
You recall that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mark Cuban came out and he made what I thought were some very interesting comments where he said, like, look, if I see a black kid with a hoodie walking down the street at nighttime and I'm by myself in a secluded area, I'm going to cross the street. That's a problem. I don't think it's right, but I'm being honest, and that's how I feel, and we got to deal with that.
Yeah.
And people automatically jumped on him saying, oh, you're a racist, you're racist, you're racist. It's like, no, he was just saying his truth, and he was saying we got to discuss this because that's a view held by a lot of people in America. So it's like if you automatically shout a guy down for being a racist when he tries to bring up
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, it's like then you're never going to have an honest discussion about it.
Right.
He was saying, no, I don't want to be a racist. I don't want to judge people. I don't want to do this, but I have these prejudices that for whatever reason are ingrained in me. How do we deal with that? And he immediately was like, shut down. You can't fucking say that, all this and that. And it's like, well, if you say that, you're never going to have an honest discussion.
Yeah. But a lot of prejudices. Go ahead.
Didn't he also say further things
Yeah.
in that comment where he was like, if it was a white guy with a hoodie, I'd be against that too?
No, he was like, if it was a white guy covered in tattoos and a pierced nose, I'd be afraid of that too.
Right.
Like, it's just, it wasn't.
There's just some societal things that are ingrained.
Yeah.
Not they're ingrained, but there are some things you have to judge a book by its cover.
Right.
Sometimes. I mean, I hung out with those kids, the tattoos on their necks, and a lot of them were fucking guys who wanted to fight.
Right.
But then there were some that weren't. But then you're the smaller amount. You know?
Right.
No, not a lot of, like, people bring up this whole thing about if you see a black guy walking down the street, dressed fine with a smile on his face, no problems. But you see a guy with a frown, I know this sounds silly, but like walking hard, you're going to be weird. And I'm not saying black, white, anybody doing those things makes that a thing that you have to worry about.
Right.
Skin color is rarely the part that freaks you out.
Right.
But when you see dudes, minorities, a lot of times are in harder neighborhoods like Newark and those shits where I grew up, these dudes have to be hard to walk around. So then they get up into real society and they're walking hard. And it's like, well, you got to stay away from the guy walking hard.
Right.
You can see a guy with a hoodie on just skipping. Yeah, no problem.
I
think I'd be alarmed by that if I saw a guy, anybody skipping. I don't know that I've seen a person skip in public, and if I saw that, I think I would be more alarmed.
I'll tell you this.
That's a sidetrack.
Alan Cumming does a little skipping in Cabaret, and it was fantastic.
Wait, was that the Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. If I was doing a mic check, we saw him that time. You told me at the
Yeah, we saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Nightcrawler. Man, he is something else. I recommend to everyone listening, you gotta see Cabaret. Phenomenal.
Has it been going on for years?
I think it debuted in 1967. Sure.
And really?
But it hasn't been
straight. I
straight.
didn't know either.
No,
but
it
it's on Broadway.
It hasn't been straight. They've done different. This particular production started in 2014. For those of you listening at home, I will cue you in on the fact that Anthony is spitting into a mug.
Why do you have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Because that's
clue
fun.
everyone in on this?
Because I want everyone to know what's happening.
I'm getting
I also-
over a cold. I'm getting the mucus out.
Yep. Let me also throw in
And
that
it
we
goes back
didn't
in.
we really didn't flush out that race topic, so don't judge us on the things that weren't fully explained.
No, I think
No,
I actually followed you. I mean, I agree. With
Yeah, I
you.
agree with what you're saying.
But we've talked about this before. You and to a lesser degree, me and Anthony, but I think all three of us, but mostly you, come from an enlightened place in
Very
that
enlightened.
in that you
Don't do that to him.
you grew up surrounded. No, it's true.
I'm just kidding.
You grew up in a very diverse environment.
Yeah,
As
a lot
did
of
I.
Filipinos too.
As did Anthony, but even more
well,
so
Anthony
you.
grew up in a diversity in marble and gold.
But that gives you this
I'm not even
perspective.
going to entertain that comment.
That gives you this perspective and this ability to see race as like, no, whatever, we can talk about it. It's no big deal. Like most people in the country don't have that and may not understand where you're coming from. Where it's like, yeah, of course I can say these truthful things about how I feel because I'm coming from a place of equality, And I don't think
That's how I feel.
and I don't think most people are. I'm going to do a little video here for the.
Do it
to post on the Facebook.
Real quick, let me get into it with Anthony real quick. I want you to deny me that you didn't come from the most marble and gold.
Yeah, I didn't come from the most marble and gold.
You didn't.
No.
So when I walk in your house, there isn't surrounded by marble.
There's not
and
a
gold.
house right now.
I don't
Well, there
even
used
know.
to be a house.
There used to be a house, but that's
Who-
a house we inherited from my Aunt Midge.
And Aunt Midge didn't have a statue of Olympus.
Yes, she did. And it wasn't Olympus. It was Caesar. Yes, she did have a foyer full of marble and statues. She was very rich. My family that raised me in
Yeah.
our house on Broad Street was not very
Yeah,
rich.
But when you know what they say.
we
One
had
day
9
in marble and
incomes
gold
in that house.
equals to 20 years marble and gold.
Who
Wait,
says that?
what
I
was?
said it just now.
Hold
No,
on,
that-
hold
I
on,
can't
hold
dispute
on.
that.
What? Hold on. What was gold in your home? There was
His
gold.
feet.
He's
He would
spitting
walk
into
his
the cup again.
His
There's-
toes would only touch on rose petals.
There
of
was
gold.
lots of gold. There was. Aunt Midge was very gaudy. You'd mistake her for a fortune teller. There was a lot of gold in the house. There was a reason why there wasn't good Wi-Fi reception. There was too much marble. That's an actual thing.
That's really
An
funny.
actual thing. That is true.
Marble hurts
She was
Wi-Fi?
very rich. What?
Marble hurts Wi-Fi?
Yeah, that's why they didn't have it in Roman times.
Wi-Fi or marble.
What?
Wi-Fi.
They had a ton of marble. They
Yeah,
had no
no Wi-Fi.
signal.
Yeah, that's why I stay away from the Coliseum.
Everyone knows that.
I'm going to post this right into the Rad Dudecast After Dark.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
Give these
I'm
people-
not. I'm just kidding. You know, I only kid around. That's our gimmick.
know,
That you're
man.
the,
I know
the
you're
son
just
of
kidding.
the
I'm just-
son of God.
You think I'm really offended? I'm not keeping this with me.
Well, you're making me look like an asshole to our thousands of
You're
listeners.
doing that yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah, I agreed with the race thing that you were talking about. I agree that it is a danger thing, and you need to, you need to have some. You want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but you also need to have some wits about you
that's what they say.
to be like, well, that seems like a dangerous situation. I'm not going to put myself in this situation,
People,
regardless of race or anything.
Yep, I was going to say this before you kept going about whatever you were going on about.
I stopped. I stopped to let you talk, and then you got mad.
Look, I gotta be honest. I'm kind of sick. I got a lot of drugs in me right now.
That's why you got to do a spit cup.
I've
I've endorsed this for years. You got to get the mucus out because if it comes up
Swallow it.
and no, it stays in your body.
You're not supposed to swallow
You're
it.
not.
I'll tell
That's
you that
a
much.
horrible move.
You got to judge a book by its cover. Is what I say. How are you going to read the book? That's what people don't understand. That's a terrible analogy. You can't judge a book by its cover. You have to, or else I'm going to be reading Cosmo every day, just hoping that it's about Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like, oh, don't judge a book by a cover. Well, then, why is there a picture on the cover?
Yeah, it's to sell me.
It's to sell me.
Yeah.
So don't. I'm judging the book by its cover. Now,
So if you're wearing Jenko jeans and dirty pants and a fucking Spencer shirt, I'm going to think that you smoke pot at this cigarette store across the street from the high school.
well, Jenkos are making a comeback.
Very excited about this.
Yeah, they're making a comeback. I read that. Jenkos are back.
Yeah.
What's the deal? They can just do that with fashion. You know what I mean? They can be like,
Anybody
guess
can do
what's back? This is back
Well,
for no rhyme or reason.
I think
does that
think
work?
the actual Jenkos being back is more of a. I don't think they're actually back. I think Jenko, the company, is trying to revamp itself and pushing out these articles that they're back.
Oh, okay.
But I've yet to see someone wearing
Yeah.
Jenkos.
But here's what I
And
don't
also-
understand.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
I don't understand. Jenko didn't do a thing for 15 years. So was it just like an old factory that was all dusty?
Right.
And then
right.
the guy said,
That's what I
all right,
mean.
time to go back to work.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
We
it.
got the machine up and running again, so
Yeah.
let's crank out these dungaroos.
Well,
doesn't make any sense.
more than I think what's probably
at play.
more likely, and I don't know this for a fact, but when that kind of thing happens, and I honestly have no idea what the Jenko scenario is, but a lot of times when something like that happens, what occurs is someone gets this idea like, shit, I could push Jenkos again.
Yeah.
Finds out who owns
Buy it.
Jenko and buys it for cheap because it's
Yeah.
like it's just a name at
Yeah.
this
Right.
point. So he buys the name for cheap.
Yeah.
It could be someone who already has a jean factory, is already
Yeah.
making some non-name brand jeans. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know what, this Jenko guy is probably just doing nothing.
Yeah.
Let me find out who owns it, buy
Meanwhile, though, he's in his basement trying to come up with the newest Jenko
it.
Yeah.
for years.
Yeah,
And he's,
yeah.
You think you can crack the code? I've been at this for 20 years.
Why tops?
Yeah. Yeah. One leg wide, one leg
Yeah.
skinny.
I was just trying to crack the code.
Yeah, built-in suspenders on jeans. That's the thing I would do.
I mean, I know this is. I think they've had those are kind of like snowboarding, more like
that's a good call.
snow
Yeah.
pants. But
Yeah.
Now-
Or clips that grab onto your skin. You just have a belt. You just have these
Terrible
sharp
idea.
skin.
Terrible
clips.
idea. Yeah.
Yep.
No, don't clip anything.
I hurt
Maybe-
myself just doing that.
I don't know. Maybe spend 30 seconds longer on that idea.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna run this by you, and I know it's gonna anger Greg. It's gonna anger him as
I'm already
as
angry.
a former
I can't wait.
as a former highly competitive rollerblader. Jenkos, they look like shit the whole time.
Let me say this.
Terribly ugly fucking pants.
There was an extent to them that I agreed with. All right, which was when they first started coming out, you had a wide leg. It was a little
Yeah.
extra wide leg, which is nice.
Yeah.
Maybe right over the jean. I only like it to just barely see my toes.
Right.
See the airwalks out of the bottom.
Just want to see the airwalk. That's why I like
Yeah.
a flat. Like wearing a high top, low top. You don't know. And that way it was great because I would put my rollerblades on, and it would just rest right on top of the blade.
Right.
But then you'd see some people with these 40 inches.
It got crazy.
Yeah. It
And
got
those
too
were
much.
guys who were, and the Jenko was good because the skaters, they were good for the skaters because you'd have them right and you'd fit and you put your skates on. You could put pads underneath them.
Right.
I used to wear pads
Yeah.
underneath my pants.
I would say that's probably the only article of clothing I've ever seen that looked better. It looked good if you were rollerblading with Jenkos on. I
Yeah.
thought you looked cool.
Yeah.
If you were wearing normal sneakers with Jenko on, I kind of thought you looked like an idiot. But with rollerblades on, there a case could be made. I thought you kind of looked cool. with
yeah,
that.
because
that's
the
true.
boots were bigger.
Yeah.
But the limit, there was a limit
But when they went over the
when
top,
they went crazy.
Oh, when they went crazy. It was-
because
when they were just dresses.
and then it became more of a raver thing.
Yeah.
It left
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
rollerblade
yeah.
culture and
they
went
took it
into
from
the
us.
rave culture.
soon
and then
as
it was like, what
your
are you
clothing dips into rave culture, you're
Yeah.
out. It's
Yeah.
over for whatever thing you were selling.
Well, except now with the whole kind of electric EDM music and all
Sure.
that shit's hot. Those girls are
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
That's the new rave is kind of a good style
Sure.
because just hot girls,
Right.
and bikinis and shit.
They
Really?
were bikinis and
Yeah.
they were fuzzy things.
Let me,
What?
Let me. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
let me,
yeah.
do a Google search.
I'll pull up
a Bing search.
a Tumblr.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know that they wear much longer those blocky, tall boots like the Spice Girls used to wear.
Oh, like the goths.
Yeah,
No, they're out of that.
they're out of that. I think because
Are
those
they still
things
doing all
used
those crazy
to
drugs?
freak me out.
No,
I
it's
don't know
this
why.
kind of stuff here. This is a
Oh,
this is a
God,
Tumblr.
help us.
This
Let
is
me
a
see.
Tumblr called EDM Girls.
You already broke this phone?
Yeah, that phone's been broken.
You broke it
my
here, I think.
God.
No, I broke it.
They're just wearing
Yeah.
cat outfits.
Yeah, they wear. It's like
I'd like to see
costumes.
it.
I got to go to this. How
Yeah,
do I do
it's
this?
the girl.
You gotta start. We gotta.
Yeah, we
got to
go to the Electric Daisy.
Oh
Carnival or
my
whatever.
God!
Yeah, it's great. Let me give Anthony a taste.
Let me not. Let me just look lower. Let me look at this. It's like neon and underwear.
Yeah, so check out EDM.
This girl's she's got a mask made of a disco ball.
Well, there still are those elements of
happens
rave.
sometimes.
You know, they're still with the neon and weird masks and shit.
Let me see.
But it's scroll through there. Get a scroll going.
So how do we
Oh
meet up for
right.
one of these?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
And what, do I got to do a bunch of drugs and have light sticks or light sticks?
You could go sober. Yeah, light
What,
sticks
up or
seem to
down?
be still going down. I'd
I
go
mean,
down.
good God.
Yeah.
I don't want to do drugs like that.
Well, you don't have to.
Well,
that's
that's a
why
lot of
I don't go because I'm
nickels.
sober now.
Oh, that's
I can't.
right.
I
You
can't
can't.
hang in that. Because if you're gonna dance for like 7 hours,
They look like the Ultimate Warrior.
you got to be.
Stuff that he would wear.
Could
Yeah,
you give
yeah.
us a ride and then just wait in the car?
Sure. I think they got one.
We'll do an investigative report.
Yeah, do it, and maybe we could get Anthony in a little speedo. He'd be
does.
Man.
popular. There.
I like these fuzzy boots. They're like Mongol warriors.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
There's something hot about that.
Something hot about a Clydesdale. Doesn't it remind you of a Clydesdale? We're almost done, guys. We only got about a half hour left. We didn't even get in anything.
I had a fun.
How much fun are we having, though?
I had a fun
These are pretty.
crowd interaction the other night during
Yeah?
the show. Yeah, I'll tell you, this was very funny to me. I started cracking up on stage. So I do this new bit about body modifications. Like it's doing all right. It's a good bit.
I heard you run it on the podcast. It was very funny.
Did I run it here?
I don't know if it was on the podcast, but definitely to me, I heard it.
Well, anyway, it's doing good. But so I was talking to the audience because I was hosting, and I brought that up, and I was like, who in this room has the craziest body modification? Right?
Or bod mod.
Yeah, and I see this girl. You know how like when you ask an audience a question and they don't answer, but you can see someone who has a good answer because
Yeah.
this girl's like talking to her friend, like you do,
Yeah.
like you laugh and giggling.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, like what are you talking about? And I go, oh come on, let it out. Is your vagina pierced? You know, because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm assuming when they're giggling and not
Right.
saying. And she goes, no, I'm pregnant. And I was like,
Hilarious.
and it,
Oh, that's
it
really
took
funny.
me a second to understand what she was
Yeah,
saying.
that's
It's
like a hilarious
yeah,
body modification.
That's the craziest body modification.
you had
Yeah,
a baby.
you're right. You have a person growing inside of you.
Oh, that's
like
funny.
that's as crazy as it gets
That's
in
funny.
terms of body modification. Yeah, it was very funny to me
That's
that
pretty
she was
good.
clever enough to think of that. It's like, yeah, oh, I got my neck tattoo. Oh, really? I have a human being
Oh, my
growing
God.
in my
so
stomach.
insane. I'll
Yeah.
never get over it. It'll always be mind-blowing to me
Yeah.
that women house a baby for 9 months. We just grow them inside other people. It's so crazy.
Let me say this. Thank God it wasn't one of two things. Let's get back into that. I want to get a touch on that before
boy.
we change
Maybe you
subjects.
touch on this.
Let's take a look. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
This Girls of EDM has taken over the podcast.
I mean, this girl is something else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the one with the black hair?
No, we're
she's-
down past where you were.
Oh,
They're
right.
just in their underwear.
It's a big underwear scene.
It's a big
Oh,
underwear
my
scene with these
God.
fuzzy boots. I like. Oh man,
So let me say this: if you're not on my Snapchat, it's
Louise.
Party Time Go. If you've got
that's really
some
all
kind of
it
rave
is.
outfit
Holy
you like to
shit.
wear, send it over this way.
Send it over my way. I'm at Mr. Radical, Mister
Yeah.
Radical. And what the one thing we're not getting a lot of. It may be that we have no women that listen to this podcast other than Lydia.
No, we don't.
But that's
I
all
get
right too.
I get all gay guys sending me stuff. That's
Are
become
people
a real
really
problem.
sending you
That's
dicks and stuff?
Yep.
That's weird. It's also like
I got about 20 dicks yesterday.
oh man, what the.
That's a lot of dicks in a day.
Fuck. And I'm not gay, so I guess it's not like a big deal. But it does offend me a little bit that people have chosen to send you dicks.
Well,
and-
because people think I'm on the edge and they're trying to push me over.
Oh,
It's like
smart.
a battle of
I'm
wits.
on the edge.
I mean, are
of
you fucking kidding me?
glory.
Are you
Lady
kidding me
Gaga.
with this?
What is this? I
EDM
got to
girls?
follow this. Follow this Tumblr.
Yeah.
Tumblr time, go. Yeah, here's the thing with these gay guys. I'll tell you this: when I'm getting these dicks, it's it's like 20 seconds, and in my heart of hearts, I feel like it's gonna change to something good. So I have to watch the whole thing.
Oh,
So anytime
there's
they
gonna
do
be
it-
a pussy here any second.
It's not. I'm starting to get better at just closing them out, but then I think I'm just missing
Uh,
out on something cool.
Now I did.
Can I talk about this body modification real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank God I thought what was going to happen was one of two things. She was either going to have a lobster hand
Yeah.
that she made modified, or it was going to be like someone who lost their legs in a car accident, like the Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God. Well, I think we would have made that fun too.
Yeah, make that fun.
But here's it's gone too far. Do you see that guy on the internet? He had his nose removed.
That's a move.
He wanted to look like what's the guy's name?
We gotta get
Voldemort?
into this.
No,
scene.
he does. That's
A
what I
snake?
say. He looks like Voldemort, but he's somebody more from your world. A guy with nose removed. It's a Marvel guy or somebody.
A guy with no nose and a Marvel?
Hold on.
No, Mr. No Nose,
Um,
and he goes, "That's a no nose."
that's a no-nose.
No
Now that's funny. Now that's classic Anthony having a good time.
All right.
What? All right.
Uh,
all right. I love.
Red Skull.
Oh, that's something else. You
Well,
want to
he's
look like a
got
Nazi?
no nose for years.
Yeah, so he wants.
I don't want to look at it.
You don't want to look
Oh
at it.
yeah,
now?
I don't want to see a guy with no nose.
Well, it's not. It's. I
No,
mean,
no, I've
first
seen
of all,
enough in my day.
the
I don't
problem
need
is he doesn't look. I'll post this on the.
Please don't, because then I'm gonna have to see it.
It's not bad. It's not gross. He doesn't look like terrible. It's just
Is he red?
He doesn't look like Red Skull. It's
Let me
a
see.
bad.
Let me
It's a
see.
bad deal.
Oh, he doesn't look like anything.
No, it's a real problem, and it's also like, just
Oh
get a
my
costume.
God, you
Yeah,
look.
you ruined yourself. You ruined yourself. And I guess if
No.
he's happy, I'm happy.
I
But
don't want to see
He's
it.
not happy. He looks like he wants to look like a Nazi, and now he's now he looks like a Nazi monster.
Yeah, I
And
don't
people
know.
you got issues with that.
so I posted this video of us podcasting. Let's see what
How many views we got?
people are commenting already. Let's see what's up. Let's see. So Timothy Miller says, according to the AMA, having a lot of marble and gold can lead children to grow up with tiny wieners. So he burned.
Oh, yeah.
Sick
No,
burn.
sick
Oh, he
burn.
burned you out.
I don't have a tiny dick. I have a normal one.
Do you?
Yeah, it's not great, but it's
I think
just
it's probably
like
great.
normal. It's really not
Yeah, same thing with me. It's nothing
normal
to look
size. Nothing freakishly small. Definitely not large.
I'm pretty happy with mine.
Right in the books. You look at a sex ed book for
Yeah.
average man penis. That's my guy.
So I'm
Yeah.
also going to
might
post.
have
This is the guy with the nose removed we talked
at.
about.
bullshit.
Weighty though. It's weighty.
It's,
I feel like it's weight. It's got like lead in it. That's why I've said
you
that
got a heavy
before.
dick?
I think I have a heavy dick. I think it tips the
This
scales.
is something else, man. I gotta quit all the business.
What business?
Comedy.
You're going to quit comedy?
Yeah, I think so. $40 I got to spend to try to go to Limestone, and my manager's saying, "Well, she's only 1 of 5 on the panel, so that says I don't think she's even confident she can get me into this." I'm a fucking good comic. I don't understand.
You don't say good. You're a great comic.
That was nice of you.
Well, time to time.
But that's the thing. It's crazy that I can't get into fucking any of these things, these schedules. What are they called?
Festivals.
Well, that's the
Festivals.
thing is like that's why it's like at some point it has to be like, all right, I'm gonna try this other stuff and we'll see if it happens or not. But the main thing that I'm doing is going to be building my own audience because fuck them.
Yeah,
you
they
know
don't
what I
know
mean?
shit.
Fuck them. Fuck their fucking. These
Industry,
motherfuckers.
bro. Jim Gaffigan, you know what he said? Best quote I heard all year. Audiences, terrible judge of comedy. Audiences are the worst judge of comedy. I think it's the most amazing thing I've heard.
Now, I don't know if we have time. I did have some guests lined up.
I'm starving.
I
am.
So I
You?
actually, I don't know if you guys know this.
We got to go a little short today. Maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Do I have time for my guests?
Of course.
Okay. If you guys could excuse us, and now listeners at home, what you might not know is this week is the is National International Scientist Appreciation Week. So what I found, I scooped up a couple of local
Scooper. Scooby Dooby.
excuse me, if you two, Anthony, we
I'll leave.
we
I'll leave.
only have 3 mics. I need you guys out of here.
All right.
I'm
So
gonna
I can
go
bring
to
these
A&F.
guys in. I brought in. I went to my local scientists union, and I said, if you could send me a couple scientists to talk science
Okay.
on the Rad.
The Red Dudecast.
As I've said, I need you to vacate your
I gotta
seat.
go. See ya.
And now,
Wait, when do I go with Greg?
yeah, go with Greg.
Alrighty. Good night.
See ya.
I walked away. Did you hear me walk away?
Yeah. Now,
I stomped away.
no.
I'm mad. I don't want to be here. Oh, fuck you. I have to leave.
No, you're.
This is us from the hallway.
Brendan.
Brendan.
No, there's no.
I'm
not,
going to go get a sandwich.
no,
Sandwich.
the hallway doesn't have that extreme of an echo. It's just a hallway. It's not that.
No, it does.
Anyway, so I brought.
Does it?
So I brought
I
in.
think
I went
it
down to the
does.
scientist union,
Yeah.
and I said, I need 2
Yes.
scientists. I need the best you got.
All right.
Who would they give you?
I said,
here I am.
yes. Here is one scientist, Doctor
All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
Jijivu.
Doctor.
Now, tell me a little bit, Jijivu, about your expertise, where your science background, and who you've brought with you.
I'm a master. I have a master's degree in nasal cavities, and I brought with me Sir Humphrey Egbert of Lancaster, son of Maybelline.
Sir Humphrey Egbert of Lancaster, son of Maybelline. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me on the podcast.
Yeah.
Great.
Now, what is your area of expertise?
My area of expertise is my area. I have a stuttering problem.
Well, now we can't understand you.
My area of expertise is cosmic radiation.
Ooh.
Okay, now,
Scandalous.
Doctor and Sir, I'm gonna what we're gonna do is in appreciation of educating our listeners about science, and you've been so kind to join us on the show. I'm gonna throw out scientific topics, and you guys are really going to I want just a free-form, open discussion. First topic, this is plaguing. It is plaguing the halls of science. It's a real problem.
The halls.
Endangered species. Tell me what you know about endangered species.
I'll tell you. Who's going to start?
Well, freeform.
What does that mean?
The floor is yours.
Well, I'll tell you, endangered species, being a doctor in nose holes, I don't really touch in on this a lot. But I'll tell you, the white snow leopard, it's got to be killed. It's got to be murdered. We got to kill it because it's a dangerous animal. And you don't want those things coming around your children.
Mm-hmm. Now, I just to clarify, and
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I think you may have thought that I said dangerous species when I said endangered.
Yeah, we're in danger. An endangered species is a species that if you're around it, you're in danger. So you got to kill them.
Humphrey?
That's
That's a dangerous.
That's an idea. That is an idea. I said.
Yeah, I mean, how much fun can you have when you're stuck?
Now,
stuck in this voice.
I would say this endangered species, the dodo bird. The dodo bird.
I believe.
I have to disagree. That is not a dangerous species.
They are not dangerous. They're silly.
But
But there are only a bunch left, so we must save them.
So I'd like to let you know I brought him from. He's a European with a stutter,
But now
a lisp, if you will.
You said the dodo bird.
The dodo bird.
The dodo bird
Yes.
is, I believe, has been extinct for over 100 years.
That all the more reason why they're very endangered. They don't exist anymore. We need to bring them back.
Excellent.
Like Jenkos.
Excellent. Now,
So right here.
another hot scientific topic: pollution.
Oh.
Thoughts on pollution, Humphrey? Take the floor.
No good. It's no good. You can't pollute the air, and soon we will be an endangered species, much like the dodo bird.
In accordance with him, I have to take a step the other way. I have to say that I grew up with a guy named Paul Ushin, and he worked very hard. He was a hard worker. He was a real blue collar. He's got 3 kids now. All of them went to college. On this guy's dime. This guy put in a lot of. This guy came from nothing, no money, and he worked, and now he's got 3 kids. One in med school, one physical therapy, and the other one is a radiation therapist. These are 3 in the healthcare. You got to go with pollution.
Paul Lucien.
My.
Also, yeah.
It seems my esteemed colleague always misunderstands the question.
I understand. I understand what I want to hear. I get what I hear, and I say what I talk about.
Marvelous.
Another thing that's really hot to trot
Yeah.
in the scientific journals that I keep up on in my daily science reading, magnetic fields.
So.
Sure. What do you say?
Well, magnetic field. Magnetic field.
You might want to write this one down.
I mean,
Magnetic field. That is a big part of my everyday work. As you know, I'm a.
You might want
Sir Humphrey, if I could interject, and I do, boy, do I value you being on the show, and I
Thank
value
you.
taking out the time of what's surely a busy schedule to join us here on the Rad Dudecast. But my question to you would be: do you ever find has your career been hindered at all by just no one's ability to understand you? I mean, I literally can't. There's not a single.
Absolutely. It's very, very hard.
is that a yes or a no?
No, that's it. Yeah, it's very hard. I lecture all over the world, and nobody. No, I have an interpreter. I speak English with an interpreter.
There's kind of even Asian in there.
No, it's bizarre. I've never heard such an accent. That's just
It's like a deaf Greek.
yeah.
There's a lot happening. That with a medical doctors for years didn't know what was happening. I went from doctor to doctor to doctor.
It's kind of goofy.
It's a
It's a
problem.
lot of things. One doctor just hit me. He got mad. He got so mad at me, hit me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Medical science. This has evaded us. And he hit me right in the face. I was an 8-year-old boy.
What?
8-year-old boy.
What?
I was an 8-year-old boy. The doctor hit me right in the face.
Doctor hit you, and then what?
Yes, he was an 8-year-old
crying. It
boy.
hurt a lot.
He was an 8-year-old boy. Went in for help with his speech impediment. The doctor became so angry.
Yeah.
With the way he speaks. In fact, I'm actually able to understand if you ever need an interpreter. But the doctor was so angry at the way he spoke, and I don't blame the doctor. It is very angering. The doctor just hit him.
No,
So
that's
mad
no
at
good.
me. Yes, they came in. He said, "What's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem?" I said, "What's the problem? There's a problem." And he goes, "Ah!" And he hit me in the face.
Here's what I heard. Papa, 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 papa. Ah!
If I can,
Could you help me here?
Yeah. So what happened was he went in. The doctor said, "What's the problem?" He then said, "What's the problem? This is the problem. Listen to me. I'm. I speak as
I
if
wanna hit him.
Yeah, and the doctor
People are
did.
mad.
The doctor then said, "Ah!" and hit him. Yeah.
It struck me in the face in front of my family.
Yeah, of course.
What's left of them?
What doctor was this? Dr. Ushin?
Whoa. Whoa. We'll get to this, Dr. Ushin. But this is now I don't know, Doctor. What's your name?
Who, me?
Jijivu?
No clue.
Yeah, Jijivu. I don't know if you.
Terrible memory. Why don't we talk about
I got a
him?
bad memory.
He's got awful memory.
Humphrey just dropped an interesting tidbit.
Yeah.
That may have been hard to understand, but he did say he embarrassed him right in front of his family, or what was left of them. Now,
Mama, Papa both killed themselves. Mama, Papa killed himself.
your parents committed suicide?
Yeah, but they were
How are you
so
getting
mad
this?
at me. They were so mad. My father they committed suicide. They held hands above a twain and pumped.
Wait a second. Well, this is the best. They held hands in front of a train, but then they jumped off the bridge. Why was the train even important if they jumped off, or did they jump in front of the train?
They down the train platform. They have a platform pain.
Dr. Pepper for pain.
They were on.
No!
I'm going to fucking hit
They
you.
were on the train platform.
Down the train platform, held hands, and they bumped in front of the plane.
They were holding hands, and they jumped in front of the train on the train platform.
They didn't know what to do anymore with me, but I thought with my intellect that was ruining their lives, but
There
no.
was a broom in the garage.
Well,
There was a broom in the
No.
garage. That's true.
no, he thought his intellect was ruining their lives, whatever that means. That sometimes
This is insane.
well, sometimes
This is all happening. I legitimately can't understand him. You legitimately can, and that's a crazy person. I'm gonna hit him.
The puppy put down my face in back booth. Many people hit me for the years. The man, I go off for sandwich. I go to my deli. I go, I'm going to pick up sandwich. I want pickle sandwich.
Pickle sandwich.
Oh, pickle sandwich.
Clearly, you want a pickle sandwich.
Let me run the my face hurts.
yeah, he's saying, please don't hit him.
He's got a pickle
He's-
sandwich.
He's very bruised.
Yes.
This has been happening for years.
Yes.
And then at that point, it did seem to go into a pickle sandwich.
That's one pickle sandwich.
Or maybe pick a sandwich. I don't really know. Or
Okay,
maybe his
say that
face looks like a pickled sandwich. I don't know.
No, I want pickle sandwich.
Pickles.
Two pieces of bread. Butter bread.
Butter bread. Butter bread.
Pickle between.
Papa turkey.
Butter bread, pickle
Papa,
between.
pickle papa, pickle picker.
He butters the bread. He then puts pickles in between. He's got himself a pickled sandwich.
It's a Cuban sandwich without the meat.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Now he's claiming it's a Cuban sandwich without the meats, which is ridiculous because that's the whole.
So
bulk
not
of
only
the
do you
sandwich.
understand it, but you also have to get what he's saying.
Yeah, because
Like, it's not even the words.
That's
are
all
a
the
thing.
one weird thing about me. That's everything else normal. That's the one weird thing about me.
Oh, Lord help us.
well, I think that's that's science. Do you, either of you? And I appreciate it coming in on International World Global American Scientist Day. Do either of you have any closing comments?
Recently, I'm on Tinder.
Yep, he's Simba.
You're on Tinder.
Recently, I'm on Tinder.
You've recently joined Tinder.
Yes.
That's a real. Yeah, if a girl goes on a date with you, she's in for a surprise.
No, she's in for a mean treat.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
profile explanation very long.
Yeah, it's just
Now,
a bunch of QWERTY. You just type a bunch of things on a keyboard.
I will say, if there's any women interested in Sir Humphrey, yes, he's not the greatest speaker in the world. Part of his speech impediment does seem to be attributed to the fact his tongue is the size. It looks like a cow's tongue hanging out of a human's mouth. It can't even fit in his mouth. It just hangs out. So
You gotta
that might
roll
be-
it up like
Yeah.
a fruit by the foot.
That's very good for you out.
Well, that's what I was alluding to, but in a nicer way. He said it would be very good for you when I eat you out. And I was alluding to that.
Good. Nom.
Yep, and that's the noise he'll make. But yes, so that's Sir Humphrey Engelbert of Maybelline.
You got to get a little metal thing, put in the tip of your tongue, and roll it up like a sardine can, and get them tongue back in your mouth.
That's a good ideas. You can put good ideas.
The Wonder Years?
Don't fuck good ideas.
You said gook in there. There was a gook in there. That's
No,
right.
but paper than my pup.
He's
What?
saying you've got a couple good ideas, and then he's saying don't put words in my mouth.
Paper.
Paper route. Paper route.
Bingo. He said bingo.
No way.
Yes.
No
Guess
way.
what?
Are you texting each other?
No.
Head sweep.
All right. You guys want to promote anything, Doctor?
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa, tell my
Why don't you
Tinder
just
account.
Why don't you just get out of here, huh?
T-Bow got simple.
I got to go. I'm going to go bring Greg back in.
I gotta
Here
go.
I am, Greg back in.
I gotta go to. I'm gonna bring my friend back in.
Bring your friend back in.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Hey, me.
Oh no.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, hey, me.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
man?
what's that, man? I don't talk about. I don't talk about.
And
We're back. We're back. I am the doctor.
see you guys
I'm the
tomorrow.
doctor.
And
wait,
we're
don't.
out.
Hey,
We're back.
No, and I said to him, hey, look at me like that again.
Without a translator, this is going to go ununderstood.
No, he said, "Look at me like that again."
That's what I told
Sorry,
him.
weird
He
son
looked at
you
me,
all have.
oh, kooky eye. I said, you look at me like that,
Yeah,
you're
we're out.
gay.
All right, are you back?
Not today, my friend. I said,
Not today, my friend.